How we doing? And welcome to Sprangboro Sessions. I am Jamie Dare, aka Sprangboro, and this is TJ Otto, aka You Are Dumbfounded. We are coming here to you today live on Labor Day. Um, have you done any labor today, TJ?
No, laundry. I don't know if you really count that as labor.
I would say that that counts, but that's just my opinion. Um, Yeah, it's been a great weekend. It's been a couple of weeks since we've been able to do a podcast at all. We figured we'd hop on today. It was a last minute thing, and we just really want to put something out there for you guys so you know we haven't forgot about you. We've all just been living our best life.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
been a lot going on this past
yes.
couple of weeks. So
I hope everybody out there has been living their best life too. Um, Speaking of which, so what's new, man? What's going on with you? It's been a little while. Fix my
yeah,
camera.
we just had some family stuff going on. Sister had a pretty bad accident, so last week, the week before was kind of crazy, and it was different than this past weekend. So it's just been when it rains, it pours.
Uh, how's she doing?
She's all right. Yeah, she's told cars totaled and stuff. So she's
Well,
going to a
it's
lawyer
just
and
stuff. It's just material. Yeah.
yeah. If it wasn't for the car, though, she would have been a lot worse. So, which was really good. It could have been like the car that hit her was uh, almost smashed into the windshield, the front end.
Holy crap, man.
Yeah, so it was scary, but it's good. Everybody's got all their fingers and toes and alive, so you just do what they can. So I was helping them out until they got their rental for about a week or so. So, which I help them get around and stuff. Luckily, I was on vacation, so
Right? So you're able to be
I mean,
there. Yep.
I was able to spend a little bit more time over there. So yeah, you know, just life. How about you, man?
Well, I'm going to bring it up because that's what we do here. This past week, we lost a legend, and we lost somebody really close to the family and in our band camp. So I wanted to say that the family, the Chamberlains, um, we are sorry for your loss. I know I sure am. Um, Ralph was amazing. If anyone has never heard of this man, you should check him out. His name is Ralph Chamberlain Sr. You can find him anywhere online. Anywhere, Reverb Nation, YouTube, SoundCloud, I believe, just everywhere. He back in the day, he was definitely the man. The bass guitar player that it's his stage, man. If you're on the stage with him and you're not pulling your weight, he comes up to you and he tells you you're ruining my stage, and he tells you to get the hell off. Because that's the way that the music industry was at the time.
Yep.
And Ralph Chamberlain was fearless, and he was very talented. Great songwriter, great bass guitar player, a great piano player. When I really started getting into playing more bass guitar many years ago, and even when I first started getting into playing bass guitar at all, um, I've always been really close to the family and Big Ralph. He says, "Well, if you're going to learn to play some music, you have to learn to play country." And I said, "Well, I'm a rocker, man. I got no desire for that." And he says, you need to play it." And then after, a long time of me knowing better and just being too lazy to learn it, I finally learned country. And then right out the floodgates, he's telling me how much I need to improve, and he's telling me how much I'm messing up, and he's just being himself and being honest, and it meant a lot to me. There was times that it hurt my feelings, but that's just the way it goes when nobody's trying to be mean to you. They're just trying to encourage you in the way that they know how. And Ralphie always encouraged me and pushed me along. And I told you guys weeks ago, 2 months ago, that he was doing, he was pretty sick, but unfortunately, this past week he did. So this right here, you can't barely read it, and I'm okay. This is my long black Johnson that I got from my buddy Dan, but I had Ralph sign it before he passed away, and it says, "To my best friend Jamie, Ralph Chamberlain."
Aw,
laying,
It's gonna be missed,
laying,
man.
laying in his bed. He signed that for me. So that right there is a rare gem, my friends, and that's the last thing that Ralph Chamberlain signed. Uh, so he was in the jukebox, like anywhere you go, he was signed. He was signed in the country scene down there, probably in the 50s, 60s, maybe. I can't remember the exact years, but he was really good, and he chose the family over all that. He has several children, lots of grandchildren. Um, yeah, man, I know I could go on about him all day, but I won't. It's just been a couple of days on the heartstrings, as we talked about. Got a friend who's been in the hospital with COVID, but this weekend, we still were able to play a show this weekend at a benefit for a young man whose God was watching over one night, or whatever you believe, was looking over him, and we were really honored to be a part of that and be able to help raise some money towards the medical bills and things. So it was really good for us as well, in the band, because we get to play music, and we got to play our new song called "Got Your Name on It,"
Yeah.
and yeah, I sent it to you, but it was the cutest thing because we were playing, and everybody's watching Jerry's daughter Ava dance, and I'm like, Jerry, it's the last song. Let's get Ava up here and have her sing that song with you, that new one. He's like, all right, because she came over to practice when we started working on it last practice, and she's sitting there singing every word and stuff. So I'm like, well, damn, you might as well get her up here and
Yeah.
sing the song.
Oh
So,
yeah.
yeah, she come up there. I gave her a mic, and
Yeah, it was cute.
if anybody listens to it, like because I'm gonna be uploading it um, to YouTube, but the bass playing you have to be gentle on, because I was trying to get the soundboard correct, get her vocals up and get his to maximize with hers. So I was like, if you watch me on the screen, I'm like constantly going back and forth messing with it. Whatever. I owe no explanation. But dude, it was the cutest thing. Uh,
Awesome.
dude, it was truly awesome. It really tickled the heartstrings, and then
Yeah, dude.
we celebrated a birthday in the family yesterday, and it was really awesome. And today I was relaxing at the house until this happened. So
And
yeah,
I'll
I
be
had
out there in
company.
October.
What up, Kev? Yes, sir. We've had company most of the weekend. It's been really nice getting to see lots of family.
Awesome.
Yeah, cousin Josh was bringing in my guitar. Joey was outside playing it. But yeah, so that's pretty much it, man. Haven't been gaming much. We got on the other night. That was fun.
Mhm.
Um,
Yeah, I've been doing a little bit of gaming. I mean, Zone of Enders, an old school game from like the Xbox 360 era. Went free on Xbox Game Pass, so I downloaded that because it's the it's Zone of Enders 1 and Zone of Enders 2. And 2 is better, but they're both great games. Like the gameplay is, especially for back then, like it's really fast paced and responsive and smooth. So yeah, I had a blast playing those games, man. They were so awesome. So I was streaming the beginning of one the other day just before we started playing. I think it was you and me. It might have been me and Ty. I can't remember. But yeah, it
so
was.
when it comes to streaming, do you enjoy just streaming whatever you feel like you should play because you want to, or do you feel it goes better when you stream what like what the narrative calls for? Do you
Like what's popular.
yeah
I
like
just stream what I want to play. I don't
now
like. I enjoy
do you
Apex. I
notice
like playing it.
do you notice a difference in viewers in or interaction in your chat rooms between playing like that game or playing like Apex, or do you not really notice a difference?
I'm trying to think. I had a really big spike. I don't get a whole lot of people. I only get like two. And usually they don't even say anything. for the most part. I
Mm.
might once in a while he's going to say something. But there was one game, I forget what one I was playing, where I probably should have remembered, but where I had a couple of people pop in. We stayed for a little while and we were actually talking. But I'm not used to really having any, like maybe one or two people in my chat, that are just watching. They're trying to have it on in the background or whatever, or just too shy to say something. There's a lot of people like that. I just enjoy watching the gameplay. So I just play whatever. I don't. I mean, I only play a few games anyway. I only play like Apex, Rocket League. Uh, I was playing Hades for a little bit, but I haven't really been playing that. What else? What else do I have up here? I haven't played Call of Duty in a while just because I'm so sick of it. Um, I've got to get back into Final Fantasy 11 or 14. I'm sorry, not 11. Because I did download that and I did start playing that. But that was a lot of fun, and that's free up until like level 80, like or 60 or some shit like that. It's crazy. Like you get so much of the content for free before you have to buy something. When a new expansion comes out, I'm probably going to buy that because you get that expansion and you get the other expansions as well when you buy that expansion. So
Hmm. Yeah, I don't know. Every time I get on here and I'm like, all right, well, I'm going to play something different. And then I go to hit download. It tells me I have 563 gigs available on my hard drive. And then this game's about to soak up 100 of that. So every time I'm like, you know what? It's fine. I'm just going to download it. I get it going. I probably let it get 2-3%. And then I'm like, nah, no, I'm just not doing it. I'm just pulling the plug on it right now. I was going to do that with Destiny 2. I did actually install Warframe and played a couple of games, but then I'm just like, well, I know I'm just not getting into it like I used to because, just don't.
there's a time dump. You know what I mean? I was explaining this to my buddy at work. He wants me to download. Hey, Chris, if you're watching, he tells me about games that I might be interested in. I appreciate it. I do. But I have to explain to him that I don't play games like I used to. I jump in like I don't have like a schedule. You know what I mean? It's like whenever I get a free minute or I just need to take my mind off something, I'll jump into like Apex. It's a quick 15-minute game at max. For me, it's usually like 3 to 5 minutes. um, well, that's not true. Usually, my first game is my best game. Clearly, if I don't get a win in the first game, I'm usually pretty damn close. Uh, but like if I play with like Ty, we get like top five pretty much every game, and then I'll jump out of that or I'll play Rocket League because it's quick, 5 minutes get in, 5 minutes get out. But just a lot of these games, like even like Final Fantasy 14, so it's a fairly, it's a very deep uh, MMORPG, uh, massively multiplayer online multiplayer game for anybody who's familiar with the terminology. Just means it's a heavy investment of time to level up your character, to grind for certain items, to make stuff,
Which is
upgrades,
why
all that.
last night I was this close to letting it go past 2%. Fantasy
It's
Star
fun. It
Online
is.
2.
It is a lot of fun. Uh,
I
I'm not
almost
sure yet how to
installed it.
join up with friends and stuff. I was trying to do it with Chris when they first, but it would just seem like it was you have to make sure you're on the same servers and stuff like that. So I gotta like look and see what server I'm on
Right.
and
It's a
make
lot.
sure that it's a lot of work to try and get to be able to play together. So but it's okay to play by yourself. It's just like I said,
It's more
some a lot of
fun.
those type of games is more fun when you're like going to do an objective together, getting stuff together. Uh, so yeah, it's and again, it's matching up times with people when you're free, when I'm free. You know what I mean? So you like the urge to play like a long investment of a game. That's why I used to like Call of Duty so much. You jump in, play a 10-minute game, jump out.
Yep, be done with it.
But now it's just I can't do that game anymore. I don't think I'm definitely not downloading the new one. So I'm saying it here first. I don't care how good the beta is. I'm not even playing the beta. I don't want to be tempted with it because I know the beta. I'll play the beta and I'll be like, oh, this is great, just like I was with the last one. and I
Yeah.
liked Black Ops. Black Ops is my favorite, most recent game, but it gets shit on so much, But what? But yeah, it's like Apex is fun. As long as I have a couple of games, then Halo's coming out. We got X Defiant that's coming out. We got a lot of free games coming out. So, and again, I'll probably like them at first,
But
and then
but
six
then
months from
again,
now, I'm
who
gonna get
knows?
tired of it, and I'm gonna change to something else.
Who
It's just the
knows?
way it
By then,
is.
maybe I would just be like, hey, whatever. I don't feel like turning the damn thing on, which happens quite
Yeah, it's
often
just
here lately.
life happens. You know what I mean? Like these past couple of weeks, we haven't even podcasted. I played a little bit of video games here and there, but you know,
One of my buddies the other day, he's like, what? He said, what you been grinding on? I'm like, Chicago PD on Peacock.
yeah, I've been like heavy lore hunting on you know streaming Disney streaming and all this to Marvel Universe. I still got two Marvel movies I haven't seen, which is unheard of for me. I would have already seen both those bad boys by now. That just shows to show you what kind of time investment I don't have.
Yeah, no, I get it, bro.
But
Um,
it's also motivation. It's like if you don't feel motivated to do something, you just kind of want to lounge and watch
well,
some TV series.
yeah, I mean, after being gone all day long and taking care of this, taking care of that, and it's like you get home and you're just like, you know what, I really just don't have it in me tonight, and that happens quite often. So I'll just click the Peacock app and let it shine. Uh,
I can't wait for October. I'm coming out there. So,
oh yeah, dude, that's gonna be fun. We might go to the
anybody
we might
listening, you want us? We're gonna paint the town
orange,
semi blue.
orange. We're gonna paint it orange
Semi blue.
because we're probably gonna go to the pumpkin festival, but
Oh, nice. There we go.
and I gotta play a show and that'll be fun,
Oh yeah, I can't wait to go.
and
Yeah,
yeah.
it'll be cool.
So I'm
Uh,
excited. Next
so the
weekend,
weekend of the 9th. Is it the next weekend? It's next
uh,
weekend.
the 9th of October.
Yeah. Yep.
So that's a month from now. Yeah.
No, that's not next weekend. I'm like, wait a minute. No, it's not
No,
next weekend.
next weekend is what I was saying. This weekend actually is the band's coming over and we're gonna record our new song. Got your name on it, or got it, or I think got your name on it. I think that's the name is. I think that's what he said the name of the song is. But dude, that song is so much fun, and I cannot wait to jam it and
Yeah.
put it down and then the moment we get to hear it back and we're like, all right, let's put it on Spotify and stuff, dude. That's gonna be awesome.
Oh yeah.
Um, but yeah, so I don't know. I'm just I'm excited about X Defiant and I'm excited about Halo. Like you said, probably I'll be disappointed in both shortly after. But
Give it like 6 months, and I'll be like, all right, that's the same. So
I know.
it depends on the progression. Like Halo, for me, the reason it didn't keep me as invested in it, like it was all like, I'll jump in, play a few games, okay, I'm all set. It didn't have the progression that like the unlock stuff, like all these other shooter games. Just like you didn't, I wasn't upgrading for camos or new skins or what I mean. Like that, but this new Halo seems like they're taking a different direction with it and going into that realm of okay, we're going to have skins available for you can unlock and all this progression. So that'll be kind of cool, and it would be nice, hopefully, that they've balanced out the weapons a little bit, so you're not just having to use pistols.
See,
So
but that's my problem is I like just using the pistols.
yeah, but
I'm
it
a
doesn't make
listen,
for
listen.
interesting gameplay after a while.
I am a bare bones kind of player. Like Gears of War, I love that game because of the shotgun. I love that because it's just you get two guns and you just go with it. You pick your favorite and then you just play and play and play. For me, it's when you throw in the other guns that's what makes it like irritating for me because it's like I
I
got,
like
but
that.
but that's also when you're not in the mood to be going through all that and figuring out like, all right, if I grab this gun, it's going to shoot this distance, and it's going to do this and this and this. Compared to this gun, it's only going to do this, this, and this, and this and that. But I do enjoy both methods. I guess it just depends on what you're in the mood for when you're gaming that day. But Halo, it should, they were talking about several different weapons, so that will definitely make it more interesting because it's coming into it from the start, basically,
Yeah.
rather than them just add them to you later. Then you're like, what
And
the
what
hell
I
did
what
you
I
do?
what I mean by balancing is that they rebalance guns from now and then. You know what I mean? Like Apex always every couple of weeks is changing up the gun meta. So you're 1 week this gun might be 1 week this gun might be really powerful, and a couple of weeks later a
But
new
they're
gun
gonna
might
nerf
come
it
out,
down, yeah.
or another gun might get a buff, and then this gun is fun, and they're different guns. So it's like you play a little differently. It's always feeling a little fresh.
Evolving.
Yeah. And I hope that that's something that they do with Halo, so that way it's okay. You got to adapt a little bit. Okay, I was really enjoying this pistol, but you know what? That's not that great of a gun anymore. This other gun is now they the developers want you to experience what this gun can do.
Mm-hmm.
So they've maybe nerfed this gun to make this gun a little bit without making this gun better, but by default, by nerfing this one, it's got one less bullet time to kill (TTK). So now this gun is actually the better choice. So it changes up how people are playing. You know what I mean? It keeps that gameplay a little fresh and rotating.
Yeah.
Uh,
That's. I mean,
if
if
it's
you're
done right,
serious, if you're playing it, regularly, yes, I see what you
yeah, yeah,
mean. Then you want it to. It is nice to have it evolve and change around just to keep it fresh. But
yeah,
if it's something that you only plug on and play,
yeah, yeah.
once in a great blue moon, you want to get on there and be like, all right, well, I know the pistol, but then
Well, I know for
they've
six
changed all
weeks
that. Yeah.
I'll be playing that. You know what I mean? Like I know
Um,
for at least 6 to 8 weeks I'll be playing that probably straight.
I've seen something on. Oh yeah, you guys will be able to see it streamed live on December 8th. I will be on. Anyways, because that's opening day for Halo. December 8th, and I will be streaming.
Right?
So
Yeah.
I'm gonna
I
take the
already have
day
it
off of work.
pre-downloaded.
Yes, you do. Well, this is awkward. Anyways, I call that the dare down. Um, but yeah, I think it is going to be fun. But did you see? I think I seen it in my feed earlier today when I was bored and looking around. Something about Cyberpunk just got like a 50 gig update.
Yeah, it's still not going to be fixing everything.
I'm like only 50.
Yeah, I know. It's like jump change. Call of Duty's like, here, hold my beer. That's we did
I
100. We
get
did
that.
100 gigs just to
I get that
add two
sometimes.
guns and a skin.
Yeah, I get that equal blow from Rocket League. Like I'm
Call of
not
Duty.
impressed. Call of Duty. Yeah,
Activision's
well,
probably
I
like
told you
50
that's why
gigs.
I have a
What did you do? Change a skin color?
Yeah,
Like,
well, that's why I said I go to play Call of Duty and it's like, oh, there's a 96 gig update.
yeah,
You know what? I don't care that much. I
yeah.
just don't.
I wonder how many people. Call of Duty's dropped dramatically in player base. Everybody's gone over. Now all the streamers are leaving and going to Apex.
Yes.
Uh, Apex is at the highest. I think it was at the highest peak. Like, I remember last podcast I went over the numbers.
Mm.
Now it's even like a bigger disparity. Now it's not only streaming; it's actual player counts are even higher. Like, and then Call of Duty just put out a tweet about another wave of bans they did or something, which is just pointless because 90% of those bans you did, those people are right back in 2 days later with something, with another account.
Right.
You know, uh, Apex just did a ban on, because over in the Asia servers, it's really bad with hacking. So a lot of the people, like a lot of the times when you're playing Apex, you'll see like Chinese or Asian characters on a name because people are playing over on this server, on certain East Coast servers or West Coast servers or whatever, because they can't play on their own servers. There's too many hackers. So they just got their hacking division upgraded over there, so that they've been banning. Like they just had their first wave of big bans, and then they just had their first player who was banned using a strike pack. It's essentially what's called a strike pack, which is a little USB drive that you can plug into your computer and remap buttons on your controller, and also get rid of recoil guns.
Hmm.
So they they've had their first ban officially on somebody using that. So it's going to get better over there, which is just it's just more good news for the game in general. Because I love that game. Like, it's in my opinion it's not perfect by any means, but it's so much fun. And the way everything changes, all the what I mean, like the little things they do to guns and to character gameplay, everything abilities, but they just get a big nerf to Seer, which everybody knew was going to come because when it came, it was just massively OP. And every team had one. Like you couldn't get away from it. Every team had a Seer. Uh, but now that they've nerfed them, it's gone back to like, okay, every like fourth or fifth team you might see a Seer, or maybe in your final circle you might have a Seer, if you don't have a team. But it's not as robust anymore. They're always, it doesn't take them long, but I know why they did it. They wanted to make sure that they want to make sure the new characters played when he's first launched.
Mm-hmm.
So of course they're going to make him a little OP. They went a little overboard with this guy though. I mean, I think he had like more abilities and stuff, passive and whatnot, and his abilities did like multiple stuff. He did basically like, you think of the original class of characters that were at launch, the original I think 8 characters that were at launch. He had more abilities than 2 of those original characters combined. Like it's just so he had like 7 or 8 things that he did. Like it's crazy. Like how much stuff his kit did. And you had someone like Bangalore who has smoke and a missile barrage that's very easily avoidable. So
They just bring him out there like, hello,
yeah,
I'm
it
the
brings him out, and he's just like
I'm
pimp hand.
I'm the new guy.
I'm here to ruin your day.
I know.
Like you hear his ability, his tactical will go off, and you're
I know.
like,
I'm actually really excited about jumping on and playing here in a couple minutes, because
yeah, we can play a few
I
games. I
I
got
got
like
the inkling the other night.
a little over a half hour.
I said I should play some Apex Legends, and then it
I
just
enjoy playing. I always play like a couple of games. I don't even play that long.
I know. I
Once in
think
a
it's
while.
mostly because I like playing it with other people, but it's one of those
Yeah.
games that I just gotta get more used to practicing, anyways, and find myself doing it. And I mean, let's be honest, it's getting to be fall time.
Yeah.
I'm home. I'm homebody. We don't have very many shows left for the rest of the year at this time, and I'm okay with that. If we get some, great, but I'm okay with it being, you know,
Yeah.
spotty because I mean, let's be real.
Traveling in that time of year is not fun either.
Yeah, and it's gonna get cold here, and it's gonna be winter, and I'm gonna be wanting to do more stuff inside. So that's why I've been living, been
Hmm.
out there, working on things in the garage and getting the yard all done. Been maintaining the pool because that's the job of the pool boy.
Hmm.
And you know, my daughter and her cousins were in it last night in the pool earlier yesterday, and I think the day before. I told them last night. I was like, "Well, we got the light out there." And they're like, "So, so they were out there swimming until like 11 o'clock or something."
Oh Jesus.
Well, I got plenty of light, and they were having fun.
Yep.
I'm sitting there, and I'm like, "Gosh, my pump ain't working today." I'm like, "My pump ain't working." I'm like, it ain't like Jesus. So I'm trying to get the pump to work, and it's not working. I'm like, "Damn." So I take the filter, and I'm like looking at it, like, "Gosh." Because it had sediments for a while. The water was crystal clear, but on the
Hmm.
bottom of it had like the sediments from all the times that it didn't cycle it out. And there was a lot, so I was really glad the girls were getting in it. But I told Olivia today, I was like, dang, you girls must have had a lot of fun. My pump ain't working. I think we got 2 floaties that are popped. Like the dad, like,
Yeah.
That's cool. It's good stuff. Neat. Yeah.
Cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching.
Got it. but then I
Yeah.
smiled. I was like, I know they had so much fun.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And
Right. The price of fun, you know.
last night made all that hard work of getting all those things taken care of, the light out there, all that, worth it because then they got to use it. And when we were at the show Saturday, I believe, yeah, Saturday, uh, we got to use all the stage lights and stuff, and just you're like, yep, it's pretty awesome, man. All the hard work is paying off right this moment right here.
Oh yeah.
So, but yeah, that's about it, man. It's gonna be another good week. Next weekend, I don't think there's any birthdays or any things that I'm gonna have any conflicting schedule with. But I sure am glad we were able to get on here today and just say hi to
Yeah.
everyone, let them know that we haven't forgot about them. Just been living that best life that we always discuss.
Yeah. Wishing everybody a happy Labor Day weekend, and hope everybody was safe. Hopefully, all the tourists are off the Cape today.
Um,
Look pretty good so far, but.
we're only a month away from Vegas spanking the Kraken. I just wanted to make sure everybody was aware of that.
I would like to say it here first, folks. We'll see what happens when we see what happens.
Save it for the rink. Prove it on the ice.
We'll see. We'll see.
Ice Jamie. All
I
right.
can't wait. It'll be fun.
Yes, sir. All right, you guys. We'll catch you hopefully next weekend. Uh, you know, I'll let you take care of it today, TJ. I'm just gonna
I'm
say
going to get to say it. Woohoo. All right. Well, just remember, everybody, stay happy, stay healthy, and best of all, try to live your best life. Peace.
deuces.
I have to find my first
Deuces.